I had a stroke at 31 years old. Everyone said I was successful, making six figures, business growing, looked good on paper, but my body was shutting down and I didn't even know it. If you're in your 30s and you're thinking you're invincible, this video might save your life. There was 3 warning signs I ignored that led me to my stroke. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what you need to do. Hit subscribe. I'm sharing what doctors won't tell you. So let me set the stage. I was making good money at a software company. Then I met Andy Ellie. He told me to think bigger, stop being comfortable. And look, these guys were crazy. They're making my yearly salary in 1 month. And I was just blown away by it. I'm like, hold on, wait a second. Something's gotta change. I gotta think bigger. He's right. And that's when I saw this guy pull up his solar check. I was like, hey man, look, $100,000 just in 1 month. And look, here's the thing. My life looked good. And the thing was, I was carrying all this anger and I didn't even know it. So before my stroke, here's the first warning sign I noticed. So I was constantly reaching for energy drinks, coffee, any stimulants I could get my hands on. I even caught myself even smoking on these little puffer sticks, nicotine sticks. And that is just like putting nitros in an empty gas tank and expecting you to go 100 miles an hour with no proper fuel. So the key to it all is sleep, hydration, nutrition, and morning intensity. What I mean by morning intensity is you need to set your intentions in the morning. That way it keeps you in a high state that's going to carry you throughout your whole day. But how you do one thing is how you do everything. So your next morning, when you go to the gym or when your day starts, you got to think about how your morning is set up. What are you gonna be doing? So I was doing cold plunges at 4 a.m. while others were just hitting snooze. Are you supplementing energy or are you creating it? Warning sign number 2, saying I'm not angry for 15 years. Asking God, show me a glimpse of me sitting on the sidelines. I was shaking my head and being angry. Now, if you are already reaching for energy drinks, if you're suppressing your emotions, then you're already there. You're already partially right there where I was at 31, having a stroke. Warning sign number 3, and this one right here is really about your mental game, your mindset, okay? I gotta tell you this because I believed I had to sacrifice something, such as family needs, or like I have to get to the money in order for me to do something. You don't have to choose between success and health. That's the thing right there. Many people are just chasing and building, but they're not understanding. Hold on, wait 1 second. If I gave you 10 or $100 million and I said, hey, you cannot wake up tomorrow, would you take the $100 million? Probably not, right? Because you understand that money itself, it does not buy the experience about life, right? You're not gonna be there for your children. You're not gonna be there for important moments. So you have to understand this. Your business discipline should match your health discipline. What is it costing you in confidence, energy, or presence? If you had this mindset right now of that you need to sacrifice your health in order to get ahead, then you have to reposition your thought process. This is what I urge you to do because I'm just showing you what helped me, right? It's a mindset shift. There's a paradigm shift that needs to happen in your life right now. And I'm telling you, this is gonna change your life if you listen. You gotta learn to listen because you gotta learn to listen to people's experiences of life. That's why I love reading books, because when I get into these books, I'm saving myself 5-10 years of life experiences that I don't have to go through. There's 2 ways you can learn. You can learn it through doing it yourself, or you can learn by other people's experiences. Just use me in my life and say, oh wow, let me get this checked. Let me go see what this is. Let me see what the people who are successful doing, and let me just copy and paste it until I understand what I need to do. On the other side of the coin, if somebody has a horror story, then you should listen to that because they're trying to show you like, hey, don't go this way, go this way instead. Listen, my horror story was 31 years old. Everyone thought I was good. I had the body, I had the money, but my body just said enough's enough. So it shut down. And why did it shut down? Well, they said, hey, it's just genetics or bad luck. But this was about choices. I had to dig deep. I had to understand what was going on. I had to face 31 years of suppressed anger and unforgiveness. I had to stop seeking external energy sources. We're talking vapes, Zens, energy drinks. I had to stop putting others and other things above my mental health. I was constantly just looking to please people. That's all I was doing. And when you do that, you actually build on unstable foundation. If you had any of those 3 warning signs that I had that led up to my stroke, then this is what you're gonna need to do to fix it. So this is what I'm gonna need you to do. I need you to ask yourself, am I supplementing energy or am I actually creating it? Because if you have to supplement it, then you're not a real man, right? Real men understand their pitfalls, the things that keep them stuck. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what anger or unforgiveness am I carrying or am I hiding? because I was hiding my anger from myself and I didn't even know it. How much time and money have I invested in my health versus my business, right? This is an investment in your health when you decide to sign up for a gym. People thought I was crazy. They're like, oh man, you're paying what for a gym membership? $200? I'm like, yeah, bro, because you know what? I understand health is wealth. Longevity. I much rather invest in health than go out there and invest in these clubs and popping bottles and doing all this stuff like many of y'all do, right? It's fun now, but then what's gonna happen later, right? Nobody's gonna be remembering you of what you did. What you should care about is what you're investing in your health. So I'm gonna ask you this question one more time because a lot of people can hear it, but can you feel it from your heart? So if I gave you $100 million, but you could not wake up tomorrow morning, would you take it? Would you take the $100 million? It's $100 million. You could do so much with $100 million, right? But what would you do? Yeah, you wouldn't take it. I know you wouldn't, because what about your future? You're writing your story now. I believe that one day God is gonna say, when you get to heaven, he's gonna show you who you could have been. And then if you're not that man, then you're gonna look silly. You're gonna feel silly. So what I'm doing is I'm building the man. That way, when God doesn't have to show me who I could have been, I'm already him, right? Because I understood what it means to wake up on purpose. So listen, don't wait for your stroke moment. It could cost your life. So listen, how you show up physically affects how people trust you, how they see you, how they view you, your visual perception in the world. It's very important. Your team watches you. They watch how you take care of yourself. Are you just skipping over the little litter that you see on the ground? Are you picking it up and trying to make the world a better place? The little details matter. If you see the elderly person sitting right there, are you getting up out of your chair and like, hey, just sit here? Respect, right? You're doing things that's the extra mile for people. What example are you setting for your kids? Your kids are constantly looking up to you. Their minds are like sponges. So you gotta really understand the type of example you're holding for them, because that could be their future. Successful in business, strong in body, solid in faith, present for family. That is very important. Listen, if this hits you, comment below the warning signs that hit you the hardest. Subscribe for more content on becoming the complete man. If you're ready to optimize your body and your business, let's talk. Your 40-year-old self is counting on the decision you make today.